All right, Grizz Nation, we are back. This is the Fight on Montana podcast coming at you from a bye week. We are getting into game week. So it's Sunday as we're recording this. So we are upon game week, and what a game week it's going to be. So, Luke, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. It's kind of weird having a bye, going all season with, we had this, I guess, week 0 bye that was weird.
Yeah.
And then all season with that one. But yeah, nice to have a bye. Yeah, good to be back home, but had a great week of Thanksgiving with family and stuff. And wanted to say thank you again for letting me bring on my cousins or my niece and nephew and stuff. Man, they had a blast, and we sent that to all of my brother's side of the family, like his wife's side, and they all thought that was so cool and stuff. And it's always fun when the kids can jump on and do that. So
exactly.
Just super grateful, man. Had a great Thanksgiving, ate way too much. My mom hosted, and we had tons of people there, and the food was just, man, like I had seconds, and then we had dessert too. My sister-in-law made this awesome apple crisp, and then my brother and I did a huckleberry cheesecake. And I had doubles of both of those, and man, I was hurting the whole rest of the night. It was good, but I was just like, oh my god, so cool. I haven't eaten that much, and I can't remember when, but it's just so awesome to do that. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was good. We had a family up as well, and just spent time with the family. And Friday, I think we went up and saw some family in Billings and drove back before the storms got too bad. So yeah, it was just good to see family, and now we're back at it. So
did you host at your house then?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
How was that? How was hosting?
It was good.
Doing the new place. That's awesome.
It was the first time, so it was good. It went well, and yeah, it was nice hosting. So I kind of liked it. So
that's great, man.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So guys, thank you for listening. For first place, make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you get the podcast at. But our agenda on this podcast is we're going to go into previewing South Dakota State, our next opponent. But first, let's do a Grizz roundup. We have some great sports happening right now. Let's get into it. Women's basketball, they are at it. This past weekend, this Saturday, they lost to the Utes in Missoula. They lost pretty bad, 78-38. They have played a schedule.
It's been a gauntlet.
Oh, man. So they will be going to Grand Forks on Wednesday to play North Dakota. Hopefully they can pick up a win there, and then they'll be at home on that Saturday against St. Thomas. If you guys don't know, that's the Big Sky Summit League Challenge that's going on. So both men's and women's are doing that. So
that is in Missoula. So it's 7th, so you could go to the football game first and then make your way over to the Adams Center and check out the girls playing basketball.
Exactly. So definitely go do that. If I was there, I would do that. So let's see here. Let's go into some men's. Come on.
So that means you're not going back to the game then?
Not this week. I've got to go to Gillette for a swim meet.
Oh, so okay. Funny story. One of my friends, good friends, his name's Kirk, who's a big South Dakota State fan, because as you know, I live in Rapid City.
Yeah.
He texted me, he goes, "You going to the game?" I was like, "Not sure yet." This is when I was driving back from Missoula.
Okay.
And he goes, "No, I can't." He goes, "We have a swimsuit meet in Gillette." Also, he's gonna.
There we go.
Jack fans there too, so make sure you wear your Grizz stuff at him.
Exactly. Definitely. So are you going to go?
No.
I
thought about it, but so my daughter has a cabaret performance on Friday night.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, okay, that gets done at 9. I don't know how I can make this work.
Oh, yeah, that would be a long drive in the dark.
I think instead, because I'm in Jack country, we have a South Dakota State bar called Thirsties here in town.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw my Grizz gear on and go down there and
there you go.
Burger and enjoy hopefully a Grizz victory.
Win. There we go. Let's get into some men's basketball here. They, after starting out really well, have lost 3 in a row.
Ouch.
Yeah, they lost a close one to Lamar, 68-63, and then played a tough one, 95-87 against Oakland.
Oakland must be decent because I thought I don't know, I don't know who they were, and I was like, I thought we'd mop the floor with them. But
no, they're pretty good. They're a mid-major team. They're pretty good.
Gotcha.
They've been okay, but they actually are going into the same thing, the Summit League Challenge.
Okay.
They'll play North Dakota State on Wednesday. Definitely at 7 p.m., guys. Definitely go check them out. Usually North Dakota State is pretty good. They usually have really high in the Summit League, but they'll also travel on Saturday to play North Dakota and Grand Forks. So definitely go support the men there. And then they'll be at home against Salish Kootenai on the Wednesday, December 10th. So, but definitely Money has gotten accolades for player of the year or player of the week for national. I think we said that last time up, but definitely a fun team to watch play. So
yeah, he's so good, man.
Yes.
We're so lucky to have him still.
Exactly. But yeah, other than that, those sports are kind of in an in session where football's kind of rounding up. Basketball is going to be heavy for the winter sports. I was going to check to see when hockey starts.
That's got to be coming up soon. I'm excited. I got a new hockey jersey. They had the old school colors out.
Okay.
So I got old school color hockey jersey. Now I've got a maroon one and I got a copper and gold one.
Nice.
But one of these days I'm going to catch one of the games in Missoula.
I would love to.
I've heard they're really fun to go to and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're already playing. No, this has. Oh yeah, they're already.
I would think that they would be playing already or dang close.
Yeah, they're already playing. So they've got 7 wins and 10 losses. Let's see. I'll share this. All right, here we go. So they play Lake Region State Royals. It looks like it's in Billings. I have no clue. I have no clue who that is, but they're playing. Looks like they should have already played this weekend. Doesn't have any of the scores there, but they will be playing the Kittens on December 5th in Missoula.
And then they turn right around and
well, that says 11-16.
No, I was like, that don't make no sense.
No.
It's probably supposed to be 12-16.
Yeah. And then they got the Montana Cup. That's kind of cool.
Well, that's cool.
That's the
Royals must be out of Billings.
They've got to be Billings. This has Billings, Montana.
You got the Bobcats, you got the Grizz, and then you got this Royals team. They've got to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Centennial Ice Rink. That's right up.
Huh. They got to be like some kind of club team that
not affiliated with the.
With was that MSU
Montana
Billings?
State? Yeah, Montana State University Billings or. Yeah, that's got to be.
Oh, look at that! They're going to play Washington State and Kalispell. That's interesting.
Yeah. And we'll go to Boise, Providence, Montana State a lot. So
finish the year.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. So we'll have to watch out for them because I didn't know they were already. Sorry guys.
Look at that win against Eastern, 15-1. Are you kidding me? In hockey?
15-1. That's a lot. Well, 8-0 the next day. That's a lot of goals.
15 goals?
Yeah.
Did they even have a goalie? Jeez.
Yeah, maybe not.
My gosh, man. Sorry, that's unheard of in hockey. 15 goals. My goodness.
Crazy. Well, let's get into this. If you guys have not know or did not know, our next opponent is an opponent that we have played the last 2 years.
Yeah, we played him in the national championship game. And
2023.
And then last year I drove over to Brookings and watched us lose in Brookings.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So we owe them for sure.
Ooh, this is that revenge tour we've been talking about, right? So
absolutely.
Definitely we'll be playing the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. If you do not know, they do have their quarterback back, Chase Mason. Watched the game against New Hampshire. Did you see that game?
I did not.
Oh my goodness gracious! It looked cold.
But so I did have some Jack friends that I know. I asked them about it. That all watched it, and they said that played right into their what they were hoping for: the cold weather, the snow. In fact, I was surprised because even though they got Mason back, they're all worried about the Grizz and our passing because apparently, according to them, their DBs are garbage. Is what they told me.
I would say they're not very good. They were playing a lot of zone. They're playing a lot of zone.
Our DBs are garbage, is what they told me. Yeah. They're like, if Ayak can throw the ball around the field, we're in trouble, is what they said. So, with that being said, this is not what were they ranked 15th in the bracket or 14th in the bracket?
I believe it was 15th. So
this is not. I mean, with Mason back, they're more like a number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 team. I mean, they're a top 8 seed probably.
I think I was talking to someone about this. Dan Furman. He listens to the pod. He texts me all the time, and good guy.
Dan's getting married.
He is. Isn't that
on awesome? The damn game. He's getting married.
That's awesome. So congrats to Dan. That's awesome.
Congrats, Dan.
You better not be listening to the game. Your wife might not like that.
It sounds like he's got groomsmen and other people all that will be paying attention and passing words along.
That's awesome. But yeah, let's get into who they are and kind of tell them a little story about their season here. So I'll get their schedule up here. Come on.
Yeah, it's been kind of a tale of 2 seasons, really, with these.
Yeah, very much so.
I mean, they started off against the Bobcats, beating them in Bozeman in overtime.
Yeah. So they started with, they started playing Sac State, actually, their first game.
I watched that game, and they looked good.
I did. They did.
That's why I was like, Sac State's frauds. They gave up.
Yep. 20-3. It wasn't even as close as the score would say. They went to Montana State, played in overtime. I watched the end of that game. It was an awesome game.
That was a good game. I watched. That was the 2 games I watched with South Dakota State, with Sac State game in that one.
Yep. They played Drake, which is was a playoff team. They lost to South Dakota. They beat them 37-21. They played Mercyhurst 51-7. Then they played Youngstown. They beat Youngstown, and then played Northern Iowa 31-3. Murray State, the bottom dwellers there, 35-14. And then this is where their season changed, right? They were hosting North Dakota State. Chase Mason goes down, and they get walloped 38-7, and that game was not even close.
No, it wasn't.
They get shellacked there, and then they go in to play at home again, and they lose to Indiana State.
Who we beat the shit out of.
Yeah, 24-12. This is 5 games that they continue to lose, guys. They play South Dakota. They lose by a touchdown.
And South Dakota's interesting because they started off the season bad, and then it continuously gotten better. And this win against the Jacks helped spike them towards their playoff run.
Exactly. Illinois State, which is a playoff team as well, they lost 35-21. They did beat to end the season. This is how they got into the playoffs. Yeah, this was basically a play-in game where they had to beat North Dakota. They beat North Dakota in overtime on an amazing throw by their backup quarterback, 34-31. And they've played a hard schedule. Yes. You play in the Missouri Valley, you're going to be playing teams that are really good. And so they didn't play Chase. It was a foot injury. I don't know what, but it was a lower foot injury. I don't know what it was. I haven't really dug into it, but he looks good. He looks good in back. He has an arm. He was a baseball player for Nebraska, transferred from Nebraska to play football at South Dakota State. He can make all the throws. He's a big guy too. 6'4", 240 is what he's at. He's a big guy. He can use his feet if he wants. And so they're hurting, but they do have a lot of guys that can still play. It's South Dakota State. So
they're still a good team.
So that's their season up to now. They play New Hampshire this last Saturday, 41-3. New Hampshire just could not get anything going.
Wow. And I'm sorry, like those teams just aren't up to the level of Missouri Valley or Big Sky.
No, the CAA is not.
There's some other games too that you saw. I think the biggest surprising game was the Yale game. And beat Youngstown State. I mean,
which is crazy
because they were up big at half and then came back. Because everybody thought Youngstown, with their quarterback who's up for the Walter Payton Award, would roll Yale, and then the Cats.
They were,
yeah. So
3 minutes left in that third quarter. It was like 42-15, and they wound up beating them. So, but
which is wild because Harvard was the darling of the Ivy, and they lost.
Yep.
You know, you just never know in the playoffs. So
you never know. A little bit more about South Dakota State, guys. If you get into some of their stats here. So they are averaging 28.54 points a game, which, guys, is you got to play a grain of salt into some of these stats because a little less than half of these games, Chase Mason was not there. And
the way I've been telling people is like, it'd be like if we lost Ayat.
Yeah.
And then that you had the same slide. Or like if you remember a few years ago when we lost Snead, and all of a sudden we dropped 3 or 4. I mean, that's what happened here.
Yep. So, and if you have Chase Mason, that's probably what, 10, 11 points that you're probably scoring more a game.
Probably.
I think when I was watching it, there's like 100 yards difference between their cumulative yards per game. So definitely take a grain of salt to these guys. Their first downs, they want to run the ball. They want to be, balanced, but they're going to run the ball and they're going to run it down your throat, and then they'll beat you they were doing a whole lot of quick passes, like right out of the gate. I don't know if they're just trying to get Chase comfortable, but a lot of their throws were very quick, one-step drop, throw to the sideline, and make, have their wide receivers beat you. But very good. They're very good wide receivers. Rushing, they are at 161 yards a game. Opponents are about 120 for them. They're throwing, passing, they're at 215, where opponents are at 181. They have had 10 interceptions this year to their opponents' 15. Going down here. So their average per game is 376. Like I told you, it's about 100 yards difference with Chase there. So they're probably averaging 476-ish range. Opponents are at 301. Let's go down here. Penalties, they're about 50 yards a game.
It's not too bad.
No, their time of possession, I believe, is pretty high up there in the overall scheme of nationally. They're in the top 5 for time of possession, with 33 minutes.
My guess is they were trying to, speed up the game when Jake Mason was out too.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just get it done quick and get out of here if we can pull a win.
Yep. Third down conversions, they're 39%. Fourth down percentage, they're at 43. Opponents are getting 30 and then 59 on fourth down, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's quite high on fourth down.
Yeah, exactly. They've had 17 fumbles. They've lost 7 of those. They've had 28 sacks.
Well, that's why I guess looking at this, I think their defense is the part that can be exposed because
Yeah.
even if your quarterback goes down, you know, if your defense is really good, you can keep it closer, pull off a couple wins, and they want to skid there. So,
well, and it says that they have 31 sacks against them. They were having in that time they had injuries all over the place.
yeah,
Their two linebackers that are studs, they're still out. They might be getting one of them back this next week. So they've had trouble on the line, and so the last week and this week they switched people up, and it kind of is starting to solidify their line a little bit more. And so they're playing well at the right time of year, and so a lot of Jack fans are thinking that this is going to be, you know, that they can make a run to the national championship.
I guess it just depends on the Jack fan you talk to.
Yeah,
the people I've talked to are pretty nervous.
Okay, well, the red zone 46 of 57, 38 touchdowns. That's
so I didn't realize this. Do you realize that the Jacks have never won in Missoula?
Oh yeah, they haven't, have they?
They have not. We are 7-0 against them in Missoula.
Interesting.
So, yeah, there's that. You know,
I hope we're 8-0.
We're gonna be 8-0 is what I'm saying.
Okay,
so
there we go. That is their stats. Let's get into some of their player stats. Like I said, guys, these are a grain of salt. You know, they've got Chase Mason back. They've played two other quarterbacks. Jake Henry was their last QB2. Chase Mason is 127 of 189, which is just below 60, right at 67%. 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. He is very efficient, and he's good.
He's like really good. That's why I think after him being hurt, though, if we can get in there and smack him around a little bit, it may, may make him play a little more tentative. So,
yeah, he's 6'4", 240, and so he does, I believe, still have another year that he can play.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to be seeing him next year, unless he gets swooped up somewhere else. I wouldn't think he would, but
I don't think so. If he would have played all year, maybe, but the fact that he didn't,
going into their rushing Low Ridge, I think I'm saying that Julius Low Ridge is their leading rusher. He's got 212 attempts,
1,000 yards,
1,016 yards, 7 touchdowns. He is, I think he looks like a little, he's bigger back. He is definitely 6'2", 225, I believe he is here. 6 foot 215. Sorry. He's from Houston, Texas. He transferred, I want to say, I can't remember where he transferred from. Fordham. He was out of Fordham. Yep. So he transferred this year as his first year. He's had like over 3,000 yards. He is their go-to guy. They want to rush, and they want to follow those, as they call them, the hogs. And they want to rush the ball.
Yeah, he's the guy we got to shut down for sure. We want to win this game. We need to limit his abilities.
Exactly. Their other back is a James Basinger. He's had 79 attempts or 304, 4 touchdowns. I think he's a redshirt freshman. If I'm looking at this right, I thought I had saw him be a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman this year. Sorry. He had a touchdown. He's from Littleton, Colorado. So from Columbine High School. So let's see here. So yeah, they're gonna want to run the ball and in those backbreaker passes. Come on, computer. Trying to get to the stats here, guys. Sorry about that. It's my dog's barking in the background.
It's like, are you getting robbed?
No, we had the other night. like 2 a.m. I'm like, what in the heck is going on? And some deer jumped over our fence and got to our backyard. And she is like ultra like on like guard now that there's deer in our backyard.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it's crazy. So you got Alex Bullock is their tight end. He's got 65 receptions for 820 yards, five touchdowns.
Too. Jeez, yeah.
Yep.
He's very good.
Very good. Very good. Their receiver, Alex or Graham Goring, is their leading wide receiver. He's had 39 catches, 519 yards.
Surprisingly, one touchdown, though.
Yeah. Well, their all-American wide receiver is this Lofton Ogroski. He got hurt middle of the year. He was the one that basically like killed the kittens in Bozeman. And I believe he's not coming back. I think he had a season-ending injury. And so
those injuries will just kill you. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Yep. Jack Smith is also one of their guys to look out for. 32 catches, 4 touchdowns. So those are the guys that they do a lot of passes. And I know I saw this with Montana State too, is they get the ball out quick, which is going to be really interesting to see. Hopefully we have Loud back. And I would say we're
this is the game, man. I mean, if he was going to come back, he's had a long time, and he keeps his red shirt now, and I think we're going to see him.
I think so too.
We're not going to know until, like I said, Sean Rainey or Kyle Hansen posted on X again. Hey, he's back.
Yeah,
he's
he dressed up last game, but he did not play. But it'll be interesting to see how they play Lawler and Loud.
Did you see that Lawler is rated the #1 DB cornerback in Big Sky?
Yeah,
like they did a rating thing, and he was #1. Man, that's from where he started the beginning of the season to where he's at now.
Crazy,
amazing his development and how good he's gotten.
Well, awesome. That's what's interesting. And let's talk about our defense, right? We're playing this kind of cover 2 kind of zone, kind of man-ish, kind of where Lawler was going to be playing man and everyone else is playing zone. With Loud back, I'm not going to say Loud's going to change the game that much, but it does change your defense.
Do more stuff, that we want to do. And 2 guys on islands,
and they're not going to have film on that.
Yeah.
Because when Loud was back, Lawler wasn't playing at the
level
that he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Not to mention everybody got a 2-week break to rest up and
exactly
and just take a breath for a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, and this just with that. Okay, that allows our linebackers and our safeties to pressure Chase Mason.
And our defensive line play, I think, has improved drastically.
Yes.
And so, I mean, just there, too, between our D-line and our linebackers getting pressure, I mean, we know Mason's going to be there, and that's what Houck's going to want to do is say, all right, let's go put pressure on this guy and make him have errant throws because that's how we can win.
Yep. It'll be interesting. I can't wait for this game. But yeah, it's gonna be good.
I wish I was going, man. It's gonna look. It sounds like. So I'm just looking at the forecast.
Looks like it's gonna snow.
Yeah, it's so at game time, right at noon, it's supposed to be about 36 degrees, dropping down to the mid 30s. But there's a 60% chance right now of snow. So
which that's not gonna affect this Jacks team because they just played.
No, they just played. Yeah, they're in fact the my friends that are Jacks that have been saying they're hoping it's a blizzard. They're like, we play well in really, really, really bad weather.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just going to be the weather's not going to bother either team.
No,
like either one. It's not going to be a factor. It's just going to make the environment cooler. That's all. So,
so let's go into their defense a little bit here. Come on.
I thought you were going to click on the compliance.
No, I'm like, come on. My computer's like wanting to go in slow. Joe Ullman is their leading tackler, 86 tackles. I believe he is a linebacker, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. 6'1", 230, out of Mequon, Wisconsin. So definitely, yeah. They get a lot of Midwest guys from Iowa.
They recruit hard out of Iowa, that eastern Nebraska, Minnesota, and Wisconsin is kind of where they really go after.
So he's got 3 sacks, 1 interception. Their Colin McShane is their other linebacker that has been hurt. McShane and Van Tol, Chase Van Tol, are their 2 linebackers that have been out. Van Tol is like a legit, probably NFL guy. And McShane is really good as well. I have heard
played quite a bit of the season. We got 81 tackles.
Yes, I have heard that McShane is probably going to be back this week, and Van Tol is hit or miss.
Sure.
And so definitely going to have to. Their front is their best part of their defense. Their front 4 and their linebackers are where they get it done.
Yeah.
And so their Jalen Lee, 58 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions. I think he got one this last game. Yep. He's their safety, 6 foot, 200. I think he transferred, I want to say. What's that?
Oh, he's out of Wentzville, Missouri.
Yeah. So yeah, he's one of their good guys to kind of watch out for as well.
I remember we talked about him last year too. He was good.
Yeah. They had a lot of. I felt bad for New Hampshire because there were some holes in their zone that if they could have probably taken advantage of it, probably been a little bit closer of a game. Their defense kind of missed some tackles as well. And it was kind of interesting that the New Hampshire guy, one of their running backs, they were running up the middle pretty well, which kind of makes me kind of like, ooh, that's awesome because Gilman is going to be if they can win the battle in the trenches against their front 4. Man, I am excited for Gilman to show out against this team. And these guys want to.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I know that there's been people who are like, oh, man, this sucks. We're getting the Jacks. I'm like, hell yeah, we're getting the Jacks. I was hoping we get a shot at them.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, like, those players, they're pissed because they lost to them in the national championship and then they kicked them out last year of the playoffs. Yep. They want a shot, especially in Grizz. So, like, no one on our team is going, oh, man, it sucks. They're like, hell yes, bring them. Because, like my man Ric Flair says, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yep.
So, like that's where I'm at, man. I'm excited for us to play them.
Exactly. They're really good defensive line. Kobe Claiborne, 39 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. He's their guy. He's their engine on that line as well. He's all over the place. He is 6 foot 280. He's their defensive tackle up front. So that's where Botner and Klimzak are going to have to get this guy because he is a force in the middle of that defensive line.
Yeah.
So they play a 4-3 defense, and sometimes it almost looks like a 4-2-5.
Yeah.
Just that's depending on who they have out there.
Nickel in at times, depending on the
that
they need to do.
So definitely look out for him. But it's kind of hard because, it's not like the South Dakota State teams in the past where their defense was out of this world.
Yeah.
Like 2023, that defense was amazing. This defense,
23, that was full of NFL players all over the place. I mean, that's one of the best FCS teams I've seen in a long time.
Exactly.
This they're not
defense this defense is good. It's just it's not the same.
I was thinking this, you look at the game last year that we played against them.
Yep.
If you look at both teams, us and them, I would say that the Jacks this year are not as good as they were last year. No. And I would say our Grizzly team is a lot better than they were last year.
Yes.
So I feel like it's evened it out a lot more as far as as far as this matchup. It's going to be a damn good matchup, and you'll see it in my score prediction. It's in fact, is it Dan that's getting married? I'm blanking.
Yeah.
He was asking me. He goes, "What did I think the line would be?" And I told him I thought 3.5 for Grizz.
I think 7.5.
He thought 4.5.
Yeah,
so I can see you're right. I could see a 7.5, but that's the fact that Mason's back and all this. That's why I put it at 3.5. So
I think that probably 3 points is just for Grizz, and I think that's probably going to be a little bit more. But I think it's about 7.5, 6.5 there.
It'll be interesting to see when it comes out here.
It is. It's going to be. Max Pulham is their punter. He's averaging about 48 on his punts. Inside the 20, he's had 13. He's had 18 kicks that are 50 or more. Their field goal kicker is Eli Stoddard, 26. He's 10 of 16. So, 10 of 16, that's 62%. Pretty automatic from that 20 range. That's when it kind of gets iffy, is that after 30. 2 for 5 and then 3 for 6 for 40. And he hasn't hit one. His longest is 46 yards. So they have 3 guys. Ryan Harrington is their kicker. He's averaging about 57 yards. He's had 20 touchbacks. So, it's going to be interesting with that. They're kicking their returns punts is Miles Taylor. He's had 14. He's averaging about 9 yards an average for a punt. For kickoffs, they have Jack Smith, who's had the longest or the most kickbacks is 13. He's averaging about 25. And a lot of their other guys are about that mark as well. His longest is 50. So I don't think, we're going to have to worry about special teams. Might be here for field goal kicking. That might play a part. And it looks like the Jacks and us are kind of still going through the same thing with our field goal kickers.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. And with that, with the Jacks allowing 50% on 4th down, man, if it's 4th and 1, do we just go for it?
I think we do. Especially
if we do too.
If we're going to get pushed up front, and like you said, New Hampshire is having success running the ball. If it's 4th and short, you got to go for it.
And
this is. If you don't win this game, the season's over. Yeah. So you got to do whatever it takes to get the W.
And let's clarify, at some point in that game they had it going. They did not have it going the whole game. No. Let's just clarify, because I can see a lot of people they did not have. They only scored 3 points.
No. When you see little things that you give you this could work. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. If you look at the New Hampshire, they're bigger back. Their Denzel Gibson had 19 carries for 101 yards. Sorry. And he was about 5 yards in average. That was the only bright spot with New Hampshire is that. So they were on the ground. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm excited for this game. I think that we match up well.
I think so too.
It's going to be interesting to see how we respond. Just with having time off, are we going to be rusty?
I don't think so. I think it was, because you worry about that. And we've seen that.
Yeah.
To your point, where in the middle of the season you have a bye and we feel a little rusty. Now, the opposite I've seen, and when we usually have a bye going to the playoffs, we don't look rusty. Usually that first playoff game, we blow the doors off of teams. We've done it to Eastern and some other teams. And so I think this is everybody's been just dying to get a rest. Like,
we've needed it. We've needed
it. They let all the guys go home so they could go. Like, they gave them a break. Like, just shut it down. Like, go rest, get your treatment, go have Thanksgiving with your family. You know, get your head right, and then get back here and let's go. So I'm interested to see QB Club. You know, we didn't have one last week because of the bye. So I'll be interested to see what Bobby has to say tomorrow night at QB Club, talking both about the brawl and what happened there, and then looking forward to the Jacks. My guess is we won't spend a lot of time on the brawl. We're going to move, a few little bit and then move over to the Jacks because you got the brawl's behind us. Now everything's in front of us.
Yep.
So
I just
brawl 2.0 possibly if things work out properly.
One step, one hit at a time, right?
Exactly.
So it's going to be a good game. I think that if you want to make it to the national championship, it's through the Dakotas and through the Montanas.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Our bracket, I have it up here. I have the updated bracket here for you guys. We're going to probably have to play. We're going to play with South Dakota State, but we're also going to play possibly South Dakota.
Yeah. Because I have another buddy of mine who's a Yote fan who was like, road trip in 2 weeks, take care of business against them bunnies. He doesn't like South Dakota State at all. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So, they're playing at Mercer. And so it could possibly
I think South Dakota, the way they've been playing, could beat them, and I could totally see that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see some of these scores here. Tarleton, are they a paper tiger? Or are they gonna fold against North Dakota? That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Is Villanova gonna beat Lehigh? Is Lehigh just overrated or underrated?
It'll be interesting. So that's what's going to get interesting. Like, we're doing our bracket challenge, and we had no perfect brackets this year to start. The best ones are 7s, and I'll go through who all has 7 right. But like, there's a few teams. Most of the people that had 7 right had Youngstown beating Yale, and Yale won that game. Now there's a few people that picked Yale to win it, but they had other parts of the bracket that were incorrect. So, yeah.
Did you have anything other than what we just kind of went over for South Dakota State?
I don't think so. I mean, like I said, the big thing that I was surprised to hear was when I was actually talking to friends of mine that are big Jack fans. I mean, fans like yourself and I mean, they watch them all the time. Their biggest worry is their secondary. They're like, we have holes in our secondary, and if they're worried about Ayat, they're like, we've heard about him, we know about your receivers. And if you guys can get that passing game going, we could be in for a long day.
Well, they had a lot of open over the middle, and so I would expect Wortham to be heavy dose right off the bat. That's what also has been awesome about this break is, you could see Wortham and Gilman and Ayat a little banged up, especially after the brawl.
Well, I mean, Ayat you could see he was hurting, and he played through it like a warrior.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And also to see how New Hampshire played a quarterback where they did a wildcat, and they sniffed it out real good. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, this is the game where you start having Wortham go back there and just be quarterback, right?
Right.
So that you can get that on film, because we're not using that, which is really interesting. I think
Ayat's the better quarterback. So in my mind, throw the ball. I mean, but don't be so predictable.
Exactly.
You put Wortham back there, everybody knows you're going to run it.
Yep.
And so, like, do the pass every once in a while. But I mean, rather than being tricky, it's like, I got such a good quarterback. Just leave him in there.
Just leave him in. Yeah.
So.
Yep. But it's gonna be a challenge. So definitely. And also, if you guys did not know, that is a 12 p.m. kickoff
Yep.
There's only one late game, and that's the UC Davis Rhode Island game at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I think after this weekend is when it all says TBD.
Yeah.
And they're going to start putting games at different times, and we'll start getting some ESPN2 games and stuff.
Yeah, because after this week is the conference championships, I think, for the big guys. But
yeah, it is.
Interesting. What I'm hoping SFA beats Abilene Christian and will play Montana State, so Sam Vidlak can beat the Kittens.
That would be cool. That would be awesome. That would be so cool,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's not how I have my bracket picked, but I
don't either. But it would be awesome.
Outside of the bracket, if it gets screwed up, I'm totally fine with it.
So. Yeah, exactly. Well, should we get into some results on the bracket
Sure. Do you want to pick the game real quick? I've got mine picked, and I got the verses done as well. So
okay. You want me to go first or you?
Well, I can go. I've already got mine written down.
Okay.
So I told you mine was closer. I got Grizz winning over the Jacks 34-31.
Okay. Mine is 35-28.
35-28.
Yep.
Grizz.
Yep.
And then versus has the Grizz winning 32-25.
32-25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, really more closer to what your spread is.
Yeah. Well, and I saw that someone posted, I think it was SDS Fans Nation. They posted like what the simulator had predicted for the bracket, and they got like 3 wrong. So I was like, yeah, see, simulators are always know everything.
They're not always correct.
So
they're taking a lot of metrics and stuff, but yeah. So in our little bracket challenge, for those of you that played, we really appreciate it. And like I said, we've got I think 40. Let's see here. It's like 46 people that played this year.
Nice.
So out of that, I'm going to go over the people because there's a lot of us that are in first place right now. So you got myself, Clayton's in first, Jared, Brent, Peyton Schild, Justin Witchman, Mandy Taylor, Adam Healy, and Chelsea Healy are all 7 right. So we're all tied at the moment. Now, round 2 is where it gets more exciting because each game is worth 4 points, and it gets a little more rowdy. Then obviously the quarterfinals, every game's worth 8, semi is 16, and the national championship is 32 points. A lot of Grizz, a lot of North Dakota State. We did have one person that picked Tennessee Tech to win the whole thing.
Ooh,
unfortunately, you're out. I do have a few MSUs in here too. But other than that, that's it. Everybody's either got Griz, NDSU, or MSU. And it's
interesting.
It's pretty split, almost 50-50. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people that picked the Cats. And I'm not sure if they're Cat fans or Grizz fans. So, one of them I do know put the jinx on him. He goes, I'm picking him to put the jinx on him. So, like, yeah, dude, put the jinx on him.
Put it on him. Nice. That's awesome.
But I'll be sure to update this weekly. And,
awesome.
Like I said, we'll do a hat, a license plate holder, and a hoodie, whatever your favorite team is. And I hope it's a Grizz fan that wins all 3 places.
Exactly, so right?
Some other teams' crap.
Oh, well, should we go into some questions? I know we have some questions.
Yeah, we've got a few here. I screenshotted a few of these. So let's see here. All right. Tyler Martin, he says, Luke, question for your pod for tonight. Signing day is Wednesday. Do you think we will load the class with transfers again? Because the incoming freshman class looks kind of small for now.
Well, they won't put the transfers in there until January or February.
I think it's February.
Yeah. So they actually can only communicate through via text and stuff right now. They can't go meet them. It's their dead period.
Right?
Yeah, that's the early signing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll have high schoolers sign on here, and then you'll get another big one in February.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we get though and stuff. And, I mean, so one thing I mentioned to Adam, we already saw today, a Montana State kid bailed for the transfer portal.
You know who it was?
Hang on, I'm going to tell you right now. It was Major Tornhill. Says I will be entering my name into the transfer portal on January 2nd with 4 years eligibility remaining. Thank you, Montana State University. 6'3.5", 230-pound edge rusher.
Interesting. Where is he out of? Is he out of Montana?
I'm clicking on him. Not sure.
Huh.
I think his jersey looks like says Hunter. Like maybe, I don't know. I have no idea.
I know that Carroll College has a transfer.
Yes. Have you seen that kid?
Braden Orlandi?
Yeah. He was the similar to Hunter Peck.
Yeah.
He was the Frontier Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. He's got 2 years of eligibility.
136 tackles,
Jeez.
6.5 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. Yeah, there's a lot of people liking him right now.
Yeah.
And following him, going, "Hey, why don't you come play for the Grizz, man?" Like, there's a lot of people out there. I just saw Montana Mick says, "We'd love to have you running into Grizz and maroon and silver on a beautiful Montana Grizz Saturday afternoon." Corey Bleak, come on, Frontier. He's like Hunter Peck, Justin Boyer, Zach Lubick, the CSG Grizz.
That's awesome.
Piper, let's go Grizz. Gaines, Vanessa, Ben Farnes.
And that's what we got to do. Like, we got to show out how
Janie Hales,
Grizz Nation.
Dan Bender. I mean, there's only one on here. I'm not going to mention him. Cat person. The rest of them are all Grizz, giving them love.
Awesome.
Hey, come to the Grizz, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's just it, man. Like, you don't see other teams doing that, but the Grizz fans, we get out there and they do a great job of showing these kids love. And so I'm like, hey, come play. This is what you want to do. You want the support from the fan base. This is where you want to go.
Exactly.
I mean, did you see the numbers? I mean, yes, I know South Dakota State was in a snowstorm, but I think they had like 3,000 people there. I think the number one fans were like 4,000 last weekend.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like, all the games were like a total of like 24,000. So
that's like our stadium. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And
usually the first round right after
it's always
slow.
When we've had first round, we're at like 18,000, but we're still or like 15. Or, I don't know. We're still high up there.
Still high, yeah.
Like, we probably won't sell it out next weekend against the Jacks, but I bet we have 22.
Oh, I bet you we have close to 26.
You think so?
I think so. I think, if you are not going, please give your tickets to a Grizz fan and definitely go out and support the guys. We need it loud out there. Definitely go support them. So definitely, I think it's going to be close. I think it'll probably be 25.
Yeah, I can see that.
So.
And the weather's not going to be that bad, and it's, after Thanksgiving. And
hunting season's, I think, about done. So
it's about done. I was out fly fishing on Sunday after the cat game on the Blackfoot, and I'm fishing. All of a sudden, boom! I was like, oh, that's right. They're fishing. They're hunting.
Jump in the river.
Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was funny. I was over by Thibodeau Falls fishing, and all of a sudden, kaboom! I was like, I only fired once. Hopefully they got him.
So you should probably be wearing orange.
I know. I was out on the river. I was like, I mean, they shouldn't be shooting in the middle of the river, but geez, they should be wearing orange right now while I'm fishing.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Apologize. Let me get back to the freaking. I guess I got distracted there with the firing and all that.
That's awesome.
Okay. But so to like Tyler's point though, like I'm hoping that we see, a bunch of signings. We always seem to be really quiet with it and stuff.
Yeah.
We're interested to see what happens. But
we keep a lot of those too are the vest. And I know that, and this is just me hearing things that we're very to the book, and some other teams that are in the same state are not by the book.
Like there's certain times when you're allowed to contact people, you're not allowed to offer and do other things. And we've heard that we follow
by the book, and some other teams
other teams don't. So
yep,
Bobcats.
Yep.
All right,
amazing how the NCAA doesn't get them on that.
Funny. So Shay, he says, no question, just a thought of how crazy would it be if the Grizz already beating North Dakota, beat South Dakota State, then possibly South Dakota, then State, then NDSU, then a wild road. Hope what I said. What a wild road. Hope all had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks again for all you two do, and I want weeks more. Yeah, I mean, think about how we could march through the
Dakotas.
Well, no, I mean in the whole Missouri Valley.
Yeah,
I mean, we beat Indiana State too.
Yep.
You know, we beat North Dakota.
Yep.
Now, if we can go beat South Dakota State, then beat South Dakota, and then if we can go ahead and beat the Bison in the national championship game, we own the Missouri Valley.
Yep.
How cool would that be?
That would be awesome.
I like what you're thinking, Shay. Like that's awesome.
That is.
Oh yeah, I'm on board for that.
And you're gonna have to do it, right? If you want to be the best team, that's the best conference right now. The Big Sky is not even close this year compared to the Missouri Valley. So
so that would be huge if we could do that, man. That would be one hell of a.
That'd be
awesome. You'd look back at that and be like, Jesus, look at that season.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
On top of that, I want to beat the Cats to go to the national championship.
Yes.
I want that.
Yes.
So
you can have your brawl trophy.
Yeah. Well, that's still a question: is would the trophy be up for grabs?
I've heard other people say no. I know that NDSU, SDSU, I don't think they give that back. They do.
No. I was going to say, because if it was flipped the other way, the Cats would be like, yeah, it's ours now.
Well, I can see the Cats not even bringing it. Even if we play and they're supposed to, they probably wouldn't even bring it.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
They'd have it locked. They would have it locked up in there.
The presidents would have to figure that out. I think that anytime you play, no matter what, it should be up for grabs.
Yeah.
So,
I think so too. If you're playing, it
still counts. It's the record.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay. So Aiden Richard, he has a question. He says, Grizz have a tendency to come back weaker after a bye week, like we discussed. Do you think the loss will take the wind out of our sails or motivate them harder to beat SDSU?
I think they're hungry.
I think so too. So we've already heard
some
behind the scenes from some of the players that they are furious. Mm-hmm. They felt like they should have won that game and had it taken away from them. And they also can't wait to go beat South Dakota State. Like they all wanted them. They're like, we want South Dakota State. They didn't want New Hampshire to win. They wanted South Dakota State to win.
Yep.
So, his second part says, I'm excited to see our guys having a little bit of rest. I would love a revenge tour. The Versus app has us beating them by a touchdown. So, you wish I knew I went over. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, I do. I really think that we needed this rest.
We did.
And that shitty loss to the neighbors is going to have us fired up to go.
It's that Ohio State effect.
Exactly. I mean, look at last year. That was same type of thing. It was the Michigan out there trying to plant their flag, and the cat. This year, the cat guys out there doing their little cat paw thing to our Grizz stuff, and it's like,
it's crazy, man. Crazy.
Fire you up, this is it, and let's go on a run. So.
Exactly. I can't wait. I will be at a swim event, and I will be having my phone. And when my son's not swimming, I'll be watching that.
Well, be a guy wearing South Dakota State gear. That's my buddy Kirk.
Okay,
go say hi and say because if he sees you wearing Montana stuff, he'll come say something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wear your Grizz stuff. I'll text him that you're going to be there, and I'll tell him to go say hi to you.
Okay. Yeah, my wife and my daughter will be all in Grizz stuff.
Oh, perfect. He'll come say something. He's a good dude. And that's the other thing I'll tell you, Grizz fans. Last year when I was at South Dakota State, they treated us amazingly. And so let's show hospitality to the South Dakota fans that come up.
Exactly.
They're all good people too. I mean, we saw that down in Frisco too. They're just good football fans.
Yeah.
They're good fans. They're unlike some of our cat fan people that we know. These people are good people.
Yeah.
So show them the hospitality and stuff, all the ones that do come. And then we'll beat their ass in the field and send them packing them back to Brookings.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I was so, just so you know, as we're driving like through Billings and through Sheridan, I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, could I drive back for the game? Like, okay, if I got off work on Friday, I could totally do it. And then I was like, I have to drive back Sunday. God, it's a lot of driving because I drove just over 2,000 miles this last week.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. But I was totally contemplating until I found out about my daughter's cabaret thing. I was like, nope, out.
Yep.
That's important. That's their senior. It's important.
Yep.
And two, it's fun to go down to like the local South Dakota State bar wearing all my Grizz stuff and sitting there.
And they're like, boo.
4 years ago, we played him in the playoffs and beat him. Like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, we went and played him and beat him, and I sat in there, and it was fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. But excited, man. Excited for the game.
Oh, man. It's going to be good. Do we have any more? Is that it for questions?
I think that was it, man. I don't see any.
Okay.
I mean, there's a good possibility I missed one, but, you know, it's always weird when we have the bye week, too.
Exactly.
We answered a ton of questions. You know, so I'll have to say something. Our friend Brent Wahlberg from the GFP, I love this. We were just talking about that Braden Orlandi. Anytime he sees someone out there that he thinks should be a Grizz, he puts this meme on there that says, "Get ready to learn up with Montana, buddy."
That's awesome.
Like, it's just, I love it. Like, any recruit that he thinks should be good, he tags him in that and says, "Get ready to learn up with Montana, buddy."
That's
like,
awesome.
I just think it's so good. And again, all Grizz fans, if you see someone out there, tag them, share them.
Exactly.
Other Grizz fans will hop on board and start doing the same thing and start showing them the love.
Well, even if you see a recruit that, hey, this guy might be good, give them some love because like a lot of those guys that they want to feel that love too. Yeah. And hey, we might not be able to get them, but hey, you never know. You never know.
You just never know who we might nab up or who just get their little bit of attention. So.
Exactly. And Grizz Nation is good at that. So let's show out. But yeah, I think that's it, right? Like,
yeah, I think that's it, man.
I know it's a shorter pod, guys, only an hour, but you know, I think we'll probably have a little bit more to talk to about a recap next week, and hopefully, we're saying, hey, who's our next opponent? So
yeah, and I'll try to get the bracket posted on X tomorrow too, the bracket challenge, so you can kind of see where he's at and stuff. So,
awesome,
like I said,
guys.
This first round's kind of, there's a lot of 6s, a lot of 7s, a lot of 5s. There's a few 2s,
yeah, a
few 3s, but a lot of people are still in it. So
there was a question. Sorry. And they wanted to be left out of it. A friend of mine, they were wanting to bring up the Bobby's second stint of the brawl. He is 2-5.
Not very good.
Not very good. I think he's 7-7 overall now. Like he was saying, if it was anywhere else, you'd be on the hot seat. And I said, yeah, I see that.
Harbaugh was on the hot seat at Michigan because he couldn't beat Ohio State, and then he finally started doing it. And then last year when Day lost,
he was on the hot seat.
He was on the hot seat. Next thing you know, in the national championship. You know,
I don't think Bobby's on the hot seat. He's the all-time reigning winningest coach in Big Sky history.
You went 11-1. It sucks that you lost to our rival.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like we got our asses kicked.
No,
it was we lost by 3 and should have won that damn game.
Yeah.
So
if it continues, I think you might see some hot seat.
If we have an early exit this weekend, then yes, because you're not living up to the potential of this team.
Yeah.
I don't think we're not losing this weekend.
No. Nope. That's juju out.
We're win. So.
Well, guys, like we said, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. I think we're at like 58 ratings on
awesome.
Apple.
Oh, so by the way, everybody that emailed me brackets, appreciate all the kind words. I forgot to tell you that everybody was just saying how much they enjoy the pod and everything, and putting this challenge out there and stuff. And man, we love doing this, and we're so grateful for all you to listening to this too. So
exactly, and love the feedback, guys. We want to hear from you, even you Bobcat fans that you love to talk at us. We'd love to hear from you too. So definitely get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us at Fight On Montana on Instagram, on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook as well at our personal places too. So
if there is some criticism you have,
yeah,
don't just say we suck. Tell us why you think we suck.
Exactly.
Don't
just don't just say it. Just don't say it and then say, hide behind it. Like, have the balls to actually say something.
Like, we'll have an intelligent conversation.
Exactly. We can talk.
If you don't like my mustache, just say something.
Dude, I love the mustache. My wife would kill me if I did that. So
it's it's a debate right now if it should stay or go. My daughter wants me to keep it.
What's your wife say?
My wife doesn't care either way. She's like, whatever you want to do, I don't care. It's a lot of work. Like a lot of work. Like you have to wax.
You have to comb it.
Yeah, it's like it's getting so damn thick too. I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm keeping it for right now.
So. You should spray paint it or whatever, dye it maroon, half maroon, half silver.
If we make the national championship game, I'll go to Nashville and do that.
Or just do orange.
I'll really look like the Lorax then.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, like always, remember to hit us up. But until next week, always go Grizz.
Heck yeah, go Grizz.